Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar USA. In today's video, we're going to explore 4 amazing coins, each with its own history, design, and value. From classic Roosevelt dimes to rare mint mark varieties, these coins tell the story of American currency and the legacy top one. The United States of America 1 dime 1969 with AD mint mark is a fascinating coin for collectors, representing both historical significance and everyday American currency from the late 1960s. This coin is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which began in 1946 to honor the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who played a crucial role during the Great Depression and World War II. His portrait appears on the obverse front of the coin, symbolizing leadership, resilience, and national unity. The word liberty is inscribed along the left side, reflecting a core American value, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," appears near the lower left, and the year 1969 is placed to the right of Roosevelt's profile. Just beside the date, you will find the small but important D mint mark, indicating that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary coin-producing facilities in the United States. On the reverse back of the 1969 D-dime, the design features a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols carry deep meaning. The torch represents liberty and enlightenment, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch stands for strength and independence. Surrounding these central elements are the inscriptions, United States of America, and 1 dime, clearly identifying the issuing country and denomination. The motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is also included, emphasizing unity among the states. This elegant and symbolic design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making the Roosevelt dime one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. In terms of composition, the 1969 D-dime is made from a copper-nickel clad structure, which was introduced a few years earlier in 1965. Prior to that, dimes were composed of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices and the need to reduce production costs, the United States Mint transitioned to a clad composition consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This change makes the 1969 D-dime less intrinsically valuable in terms of metal content compared to earlier silver dimes, but it remains highly collectible due to its age, condition, and mint mark. The coin has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a weight of approximately 2.27 grams, and a reeded edge, which helps prevent counterfeiting and wear. The mintage of the 1969 D. Roosevelt dime was quite high, with hundreds of millions of coins produced to meet the demands of circulation. Because of this large mintage, the coin is generally considered common, especially in circulated condition. However, uncirculated examples, those that have never been used in daily transactions, can be more valuable, particularly if they exhibit strong luster, sharp details, and minimal marks. Coins graded by professional services in mint state MS condition, especially MS 65 or higher, can command higher prices among collectors. Additionally, error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting anomalies, can be significantly more valuable and sought after. Historically, the year 1969 falls within a transformative period in the United States, marked by social change, technological advancement, and global events such as the Apollo 11 moon landing, when humans first set foot on the moon. Coins from this era, including the 1969 D-dime, carry a sense of connection to that dynamic time in history. While the coin itself may have circulated through countless hands for everyday purchases, today it serves as a small but meaningful artifact of American heritage. From a collector's perspective, the 1969 D-dime is often included in Roosevelt dime collections, which can be assembled by date and mint mark. Beginners often start with these coins because they are affordable and widely available, yet still offer opportunities for finding higher-grade examples or interesting varieties. Proper storage, such as keeping the coin in a protective holder or album, is important to preserve its condition and value over time. In conclusion, the 1969 United States 1 dime is more than just a 10-cent coin. It is a piece of history that reflects the values, economy, and artistry of its time. Featuring the enduring image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, produced at the Denver Mint and designed with powerful national symbols, this coin continues to be appreciated by collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Whether found in pocket change or preserved in a collection, it stands as a reminder of an era of change and progress in the United States' next top two. The United States of America 1 dime 1973 with AD mint mark is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, one of the most familiar and widely used coins in American history. This coin continues the tradition established in 1946 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose leadership during some of the most challenging years in U.S. history made him a deeply respected national figure. His portrait appears on the obverse front of the coin, facing left, and is surrounded by important inscriptions. The word liberty is boldly engraved along the left side, symbolizing freedom and the democratic values of the United States, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," is placed just below it. On the right side of Roosevelt's profile, the year 1973 is clearly struck, and just beside it you will find the small D mint mark, indicating that this particular coin was minted at the Denver Mint. The reverse back of the 1973 D dime carries a powerful and symbolic design that has remained consistent for decades. At the center stands a torch representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The olive branch symbolizes peace, while the oak branch represents strength and endurance. Around these elements are the inscriptions, United States of America, along the top and 1 dime at the bottom, clearly indicating the issuing country and denomination. The motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is placed near the center, reinforcing the idea of unity among the states. This simple yet meaningful design reflects the ideals and identity of the nation. In terms of composition, the 1973 D-dime is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, a standard introduced in 1965 when the United States moved away from using silver in circulating coinage due to rising costs and silver shortages. The coin consists of an inner core of pure copper, sandwiched between outer layers made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This gives the coin its distinctive silvery appearance, while keeping production economical. The dime has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a weight of approximately 2.27 grams, and a reeded edge, which not only adds to its aesthetic appeal, but also serves as a security feature to prevent clipping and counterfeiting. The mintage of the 1973 D. Roosevelt dime was quite substantial, with hundreds of millions produced to meet the needs of a growing economy and population. Because of this high mintage, the coin is generally common and can still be found in circulated condition without much difficulty. However, its value can vary significantly depending on its condition. Circulated coins typically hold only face value or slightly more, but uncirculated examples, especially those with strong luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks, are more desirable to collectors. Coins graded at higher mint state levels, such as MS-65 or above, can command a premium. Additionally, collectors often look for error varieties, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, which can make a 1973 D-dime much more valuable. The historical context of 1973 adds another layer of interest to this coin. It was a time of economic challenges and global change in the United States, including the aftermath of the Apollo 11 moon landing era and events like the oil crisis that would soon impact the global economy. Coins like the 1973 D-dime circulated during a period of transition, passing through the hands of millions of Americans in everyday transactions, from buying groceries to paying for transportation. For collectors, the 1973 D-dime is often included in a complete Roosevelt dime collection, which can be assembled by date and mint mark. While it may not be rare, it plays an important role in completing a full set and offers opportunities for collectors to search for high-grade specimens or unique errors. Proper care, such as storing the coin in a protective holder or album and avoiding excessive handling, can help preserve its condition and maintain its value over time. In conclusion, the 1973 United States 1 dime is more than just a small denomination coin. It is a piece of American history that reflects the country's values, economy, and artistic tradition. Featuring the enduring image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, produced at the Denver Mint and carrying symbols of liberty, peace, and strength, this coin continues to hold significance for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Whether found in everyday change or preserved in a collection, the 1973 D-dime stands as a lasting reminder of its era and the enduring legacy of U.S. coinage next top 3. The United States of America 1 dime 1980 with a P mint mark is an important coin in the Roosevelt dime series, reflecting both modern U.S. coinage practices and the continuation of a design that honors one of the nation's most influential leaders, Franklin D. Roosevelt. First introduced in 1946 shortly after Roosevelt's death, the Roosevelt dime replaced the earlier Mercury dime and has remained in circulation ever since. On the obverse front of the 1980 P dime, Roosevelt's left-facing portrait dominates the design, symbolizing leadership and perseverance. The inscription Liberty appears prominently along the left side of the coin, representing one of the core ideals of the United States. Just below and to the left is the phrase, "In God We Trust," while the year 1980 is struck to the right of the portrait. Next to the date, you will find the P mint mark, which indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. It is worth noting that before 1980, Philadelphia minted coins typically did not carry a mint mark, so the presence of the P on this coin reflects a relatively newer practice at the time. The reverse back of the 1980 P dime features a clean and symbolic design centered around a vertical torch, representing liberty and enlightenment. Flanking the torch are two branches, an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and stability. These elements together create a balanced composition that reflects the values of the United States. Surrounding the central design are the inscriptions, United States of America, along the upper edge and 1 dime, along the lower edge, clearly identifying the coin's origin and denomination. The motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, is inscribed near the center, reinforcing the concept of unity among the states. This reverse design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making it instantly recognizable to collectors and the general public alike. In terms of composition, the 1980 P dime is made of a copper-nickel-clad material, which became standard for U.S. dimes starting in 1965. The coin consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery appearance while maintaining durability and cost efficiency. The dime has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and weighs approximately 2.27 grams. Its reeded edge, consisting of small grooves around the circumference, serves both decorative and practical purposes, helping to prevent wear and historically discouraging the clipping of precious metal from coins. The mintage of the 1980 P. Roosevelt dime was very high, with hundreds of millions produced to support everyday commerce across the United States. Because of this large production, the coin is generally considered common, especially in circulated condition. Most examples found in pocket change today will show signs of wear, such as smoothing of details and reduced luster. However, uncirculated coins, those that were never used in transactions, are more desirable to collectors, particularly if they retain their original mint luster and sharp details. Coins graded in higher mint state levels, such as MS-65 or above, can carry a premium value. Additionally, collectors sometimes search for error varieties, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting anomalies, which can significantly increase a coin's rarity and worth. The year 1980 was a period of economic and social change in the United States, marked by inflation, shifts in global politics, and the transition into a new decade. Coins like the 1980 P-dime were part of everyday life during this time, used in countless transactions and circulating widely among the population. Although the coin itself may not be rare, it serves as a tangible connection to that era, offering insight into the economic conditions and design standards of U.S. currency. From a collector's perspective, the 1980 P-dime is an essential part of completing a Roosevelt dime collection organized by date and mint mark. While it may not be particularly valuable in worn condition, it holds importance as a representative of its year and mint. Collectors often aim to find the best possible examples, focusing on coins with minimal marks, strong strikes, and bright luster. Proper storage, such as placing the coin in a protective holder, album, or coin flip, can help preserve its condition and prevent damage from environmental factors like moisture and air exposure. In conclusion, the 1980 P United States 1 dime is more than just a small piece of currency. It is a continuation of a historic series that honors Franklin D. Roosevelt and reflects the enduring values of the nation. With its classic design, durable clad composition, and connection to a specific moment in American history, this coin remains a meaningful item for collectors and enthusiasts. Whether found in circulation or carefully preserved in a collection, the 1980 P-dime stands as a symbol of tradition, utility, and the ongoing legacy of U.S. coinage. Next top 4.